folks, I hope you guys can hear me. Everything's plugged in accordingly. Okay, hopefully that works. Welcome back, guys. I can't hear myself. Checking, check. Okay. So today, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for visiting me. When you have time or a second, always grateful when people pop in. Second of all, I've been working on this track, and I've also entered a competition, which I don't usually do because I get shied away most of the time because I'm a little bit older. But we're going to give it a try, and it's for, I think it's a competition dealing with the Rolling Stones magazine, and it's called Hitmaker, Top Hitmaker. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but as a female who likes to produce music, I feel as if this might be the right angle to go. I'm not necessarily I'm going in by myself. I will have my friend join me, who's probably going to be my business partner in the end anyway. She does photography and all these wonderful things, video editing and all that stuff. And yeah, today is just a day to, I might even work on the lyrics today, but I'm going to have you listen to the track. I've edited the chord progressions. I'm going to call it Don't Hold Me Down, or Can't Hold Me Down. So that's the piano part. What I'm going to do now is silence this, which was the parts. I'm going to play it on here, and then I'm going to work on the lyrics, I think, for this song, which will be sort of like a useful thing. Then I can get this out of the way, and I started the song. I'm going to just write down some stuff today. Welcome in. I'm busy working on a track and a production. I am also going to enter a competition, so for me this is like, I never do this, so this will be a good trial and error to see if this actually works. Welcome in. If you don't know me, my name is Sinta. I don't usually do this on a Sunday, but I don't have my students again, so I'm using the Sunday for the production side of things, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So you're going to hear a work in process or work in progress. I'll let you listen to the beats. I produced the beats, I've put it together, and now I'm trying to work on the melody, and I'm going to start working on the lyrics today. So the lyrics are the key, right? So you're going to listen to this. Okay. Okay, let's see if that works. Thank you. Okay, so that's the track I'm working on. look to Brazil. What do you mean look to Brazil? You mean the track? No, you know what? I'm from South Africa and I produce my own stuff. So I'm not going to, at the moment, work with. The plan is for me to be a female producer on my own and then hire people to work with me in the production studio. So that is my goal. My goal is not to work with another producer who's already successful. My goal is to be the female producer. That's the goal. Okay, so I'm coming from a different angle. I'm 44 years old. I'm not. I'm 44, meaning I've had many, many years of experience in the music industry, in the art industry, in the fashion industry, and I'm ready to do what I have to do to make it happen. So that's where I am right now. I have people in the industry that know me. I have, it's just how it is. So Brazil's great, no question about it. They have fantastic music, but if I can do that on my own, I produced everything by myself. Do I really need to go to Brazil for that? That's the question. Yeah. Okay, so today is a day where I'm going to, so what you're seeing right now is all the parts that I produced on my own. If you zoom in and out of your phone, I can even do it right here. All these sections I actually put together myself. Okay. So that's, and I'm using Logic Pro X. Okay, so that's what I'm dealing with right now. I used my iPad for some beats. I also then transferred those, and I have videos of all the things that I've done. Transferred those beats onto my email and then placed those sounds onto this track, which is how I got this together. So every single part that you hear here is everything that I've done. I've had years of doing this. It's not for me. It's like nothing new. It's just I've been working in the industry and I've been teaching in the industry, so this is the first time I'm finally just getting out there to do it as an individual, which is important, right? So now we're going to work on the lyrics. So let me just hear this. I think I might need to edit some part over here. I think this piano part needs to be reworked that I've recorded here, produced. So I might go back in and readjust it. So you're hearing the part, but I might have to change what I've recorded there. It's just not perfect, so we're gonna edit that. And I've started the lyrics, right? And I'll be singing the track once I'm ready. So I am a traveling, and what you call, so from me moving to the States from South Africa, I had producers in South Africa who knew me and worked with me. But when I moved back, I decided, you know what, I don't really need to work with the producers. I can do my own thing because I know how to produce. And that's where I am right now, is that I'm at the stage where I feel comfortable, and this is all my equipment. This is like my own studio. So I have to know a little bit about production in order to make this happen, right? Not all guys run a studio. That's a fact. That needs to be the bridge. so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rework that now. I want to put this on silent. Let's start that over. So what I played just now is more or less what I'm going to redo here on this track. Okay, so that is important. So you're seeing this all in like plain sight. I'm doing it live so you guys can see I'm actually doing it. Some people don't believe it because maybe because they just haven't seen somebody do it. So I'm doing it now in front of everybody. Okay, let's start this. Now we're going to record. Take that off for now. Ooh, I'm nervous. Okay. I think it should be okay. Okay. Oh, bummer. Okay, so I might have to do, let me just see this part over here. So I think I might have to do that over again. You can see that I'm working on this. Hi, sorry, I'm fine. I'm busy working on the production side of things, so it's a little bit hard to watch the reading parts and the production. This needs to be complete. This is for a competition. So my apologies that I just saw that. It's a little hard for me to work with the two situations. Today was for me a day to come on and actually record. My apologies. I realize people are trying to be absolutely pleasant with me today. It's wonderful. Okay. I'm going to do that over again because it sounds pretty yuck. Okay, so let's start over. Delete. I want to get this right today. That's all I know. Put the volume up on the... Okay, start over. I'm going to focus. Okay. Nope. So you guys are seeing the absolute disaster moments. When you record, it's not always perfect. I need to start over again. This is going to take a while. But it's okay. It's okay. You guys are going to watch the effects. I just came up with, that's like the melody. So it's verse, chorus, verse, high, hop. Oh, yeah. Everybody's names. Mustache, that's right. Mustache. Origin music, I like it. And hippopotivers, tivers, it's not hippopotamus, but hippotivers. Oh my goodness, the pronunciations. I hope you guys are doing well, hey? I'm busy, I have to get this done today. So you guys are watching me go through this because I feel as if I need to do this again. I recorded it like the other day, but I feel as if this needs to be worked on now before I do other things. So you guys are watching this. Is that okay? Okay. Okay, so there are a couple of glitches that you probably saw. Thanks for popping over. Thanks for popping over, guys. So I have to now go back and adjust, but I think that is more or less what it's going to sound like for the track. If you've seen some of the other videos that I've done live, you've watched me work this process from day one of this particular track. So you guys can go back and revise it if you're interested to prove that I actually did everything myself. I really don't have anybody working with me. I am my own producer. I'm hoping to develop a project that can. So I'm entering you guys, I'm entering a competition for the Rolling Stones, which is like top for the position of top, I think it's hitmaker. So it's just rolled out. I've been entered in. Everything seems good. So now I'm just basically talking through it and promoting that I am now part of this. You can see it on my community page, what it's about. And I feel like at this stage there need to be more women that are doing this, which is why I'm entering this, because I feel as if, you know, all these producers that I know are mainly males, and a lot of the times they're always the ones that get the main projects to do, and not enough females are. I mean, okay, we have like singers like Janet Jackson and Madonna and Erykah Badu and Billie Eilish, and we can go on through like a whole list. Sade, those are, you know, they have their own studios, but they didn't start off as like their own studios. They've worked with people to get to that point. I'm reversing it. I'm coming in as somebody who likes to produce music as a female versus the other way around and actually being like the performer. Like, I want to help people internationally if it was even a possibility. My sister's performing, she's in South Africa. I know international musicians, it's not uncommon. So I just felt like this would be a good opportunity to open that door and have people accept more women in the industry, which is why I'm doing this in the first place, because I just feel as if there are not enough women doing this. So that is the goal. So the competition starts tomorrow. I think it goes on till September of this year, which is a long process. So there's going to be like levels, and we all get a chance to hear hopefully what everybody's going to be doing. And it would just be nice to meet other musicians in the same field. So this is why I'm entering it, because I'd also like to meet, I don't know if you meet them in person, but I think meeting them online to meet what else and who else is interested in the same things is like pretty important too. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go back and revise this. You're going to hear me like edit some parts now. You can zoom in and zoom out if you're interested. Okay. Let's do this now, get this out of the way. Let's go back and hear it. I know there's some parts that are not perfect, but I think the general idea is there. Then I can go back and put the vocals on, which is like, not yet. We have to work on the lyrics, right? A little part over there. I'll go back in there. And just listen to the whole thing first. go back and do that later. Yeah, that needs to be, you can see there are all sorts of glitches now. But this is part of production. You're seeing it raw. And then I would teach people, like I do on my channel, to do this, to learn how to produce. In person, hopefully. Change it around, change it around, change it around. Has the power, tone it down, tone it down. Has the power, change it around, change it around, change it around. So yeah, I mean, I think, so instead of, so you can hear that there are a couple of things I need to do. I've started the lyrics. This has to go through ASCAP before anything. I feel as if a lot of my tracks that I've produced, what's nice about music is not everybody can take your music. You have to know a little bit about music to figure out how to get this out of somebody, which is why I'd sort of prefer to do the music side, because it gets very technical. And if it's too technical, people get confused, which is why it's so much harder to steal. Versus art, where you can just download a photograph, and then just somebody can take it out there and put it out into the internet and claim it's theirs. Even though they're copyright rights, I think it's important to realize that music is one of those things you can't fake it. You have to really know what you're talking about in order to actually make it, like literally make it, like make music. You can't fake the music to make it. You can't fake it. That is the fact. So that's why I'm doing this. I am 44, just to let you guys know. I'm not 25. I wish I was. I'm not 22. I'm not 19. I'm not 18. So I'm basically starting this kind of venture, even though I've worked on production since I was, let's see, so 1998, I was 17. Yeah, 1998, I was 7. Can you believe it? I was 17 in 1998. Pretty crazy, right? I wish I was 17 like now, but I'm not. And during that time, I did a little bit of music production in Tokyo, won an award for my music back in 1998. And I feel as if my music has moved with the times. I don't necessarily think a young person needs to understand, like, young people are doing it, like younger people are doing it, but I also think people who are a little bit older have the skills to understand how to produce, like, cool stuff. So I want to claim myself as I'm producing sort of like a cool thing with beats and creating like my own sounds and all that stuff, rather than just going into a recording studio and having somebody do it for me. I'm doing everything by myself, from the parts, from understanding composition, from producing the layers of the parts, the tracks, layers, I have used loops, obviously, but the loops have been molded into a variety of different things. It would take a lot longer if I was just creating the loops individually like we used to back in the day. Back in 1998 and 80s, we would have to do the loops because the loops didn't exist back then. We would have to create our own loops. But life has gotten easier and there's some cool things out there, so we do not create, not everybody. I mean, I'm sure people still do it, but you don't necessarily have to do it the way you used to back in the day. It just takes longer. We're trying to simplify life here in our world. We're trying to make things a little bit easier, which is why loops are kind of like cool as long as you do it properly. So that's where I am right now. So I'm sure you guys couldn't have guessed how old I was. I know some of my younger people that come over and visit me are probably like, "Oh yeah, you're like 20." No, not 20. 44, folks, 44. So being at the stage of being involved in music on a different format is interesting for me. It's not, and mind you, even though I studied music when I was younger, I didn't necessarily go to a music school to get a music degree. So I don't have a music degree. I have an art degree. But music has always been my passion. The only reason why I didn't do a music degree is because back in the 90s, the late 90s and 2000s, I personally don't think all the teachers were that great in music. I think we had some pretty rough teachers in music. So I chose a path that was a little bit more creative. Hi, how are you? How are you? Thank you for popping over. We're just talking music. I have to go in and revise this. Everybody's listening to me playing and working on my production. So I'm producing this track. I now need to come up with lyrics. I think it feels a little bit more fuller, more realistic, and then I can add in. I don't need too much lyrics. I think the smallest touch is good. Um, what do you guys think of the song? What do you guys think of the track? Let's speak for a little bit. Have you heard the piece? Did you listen to it? Do you want me to play it again? I can play it again if you like. So the track, it's very interesting. I have like a little red dot mark. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's probably somebody's. Oh yeah, it's like a hand. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, let me go back. So I'm gonna move seats, moving from the keyboard to editing. So now we're gonna move into editing. And then once ready, I'll put the lyrics. I'm not ready with the lyrics yet. That's another thing, but this needed to be edited today. So we're switching over to this, and I need to edit. I need to edit. Wait. Oh, I need to edit. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to switch over my headset. So you're going to see me do a couple of little moves here. So in order for me to listen to this, I need to put this on. These will stand, these will be over here. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can hear stuff still. I'll just put that like that. Okay. But I need to use my headphones to hear the quality and the parts. So there's a part over there that sounds a little funky. Ta-dum, where is that note? Ta-dum, ta-dum. Ta-dum, bum, bum. Hold on. So it's there. I need, wait. Okay, so that's that part. I don't need that. Let's see what happens if I take that out. I'm editing, guys, sorry. Let me just see. Oops. I wish I could touch that. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. So hold on. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Nope. Oh wait. Okay, so I'm at. Okay, so I might have to play. Sorry guys if I'm not talking to you, it's because I'm trying to. Oh, that's cool. My keyboard is a Yamaha Portable Grand DGX. Oh, I just turned it off. Okay, so I need to record it from. Okay, so it is around there. Yeah, you know, it's different. Everybody produces differently. I just happen to like, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I happen to like house and drum and bass and all sorts of things. And I used to do a lot of partying back in the day, but I'm older now, so I don't do that this is my party stage. Like, this is what I do when I party. Because I don't go out. This is what I do. Okay, so hold on, I'm gonna... I think I got it. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so I did. Now I need to adjust whatever I have there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for now. Let me just go back and see what else is going on. So people produce, but do they, I mean, when you work on music, are you learning composition and are you understanding how to produce a good song? Like, it's not just about producing, it's about quality, which is really important, right? It's really important to understand that. So I'm going to put this back. I know there are a few little glitches that I might need to do here. Let me just, I wonder if the volume changes. Let me just see one more time. Okay, now I need to do that. I know it's funny, everybody wants to be a musician, but you can either be a quality musician or a really not so good musician. So it's not just about being cool, it's about really knowing what you're doing technically. And I've heard some pretty not so great stuff out recently. I mean, there's some good stuff, and then there's some stuff that is just like, what is that? Like, where is that music coming from? Are you guys even thinking about your actual piece? Yeah. So that's how I feel about some of the music that's being produced now, which is why I was like, no, we need to fix this. Like, some problems in the industry, some of the music is just like, whoa, like, what is going on? Okay, so a little bit back. Where's that? Okay, that could be adjusted later. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and I know some of my pieces are pretty quality because I have worked with musicians and they always work out really well when I produce some of their tracks. So that's not an issue. It's all about quality. And if I already won an award in Tokyo years ago, back in the 90s, then obviously I know what I'm doing, right? Yeah. So I'm not just a little girl that's trying to experiment with music. It's something that I've been doing since the 90s because I am much older, even though I have little cat ears. So that's where I am right now. I'm busy working on I have to work on my lyrics today. But I wanted to fix up that little section because I felt like there was like a little bit of a adjustment that needed to be done. Oops. What is going on? Am I doing something wrong here? Hold on. So I am doing a competition. If you guys want to see the link will be open and available for voting once a day if anybody's interested. It's just something I'm doing because I feel like it's time. I'm getting older and I don't have time to waste anymore. Some people are finishing up school. I've done many years of university. I'm done with university. We are now moving into a different, it's business for me. It's business for me. So my plan is to create a recording studio that is run by a woman, which is me, and hiring more women in a recording studio, which is very important because I don't think the industry is equal to having more women in the environment that needs to be in the environment. And it's for safety purposes too. Us women are a little bit more, I feel, for the sake of singers who are female, it is important to have women, to have a support structure that is not going to disrupt people's. I mean, look at what happened to Puff Daddy and R. Kelly and all. Look at all this is what the industry is about. That's why I'm here. I'm here to change it because I'm absolutely tired of seeing, and I was taken for a ride too in the industry. I feel as if for somebody who has experienced that, it's important for women to be supportive and protective and willing to help the next young lady who is going to be the next star to partake in making sure that their safety comes first. It is not safe. I don't think it is the safest industry, and there are many things that go on in the industry that I do not necessarily agree with. So this is that time where I think it's time to stand up as a female and do something about it. And that is what I'm doing. I am here to support the women in the industry who have not had a voice and have the need to find place of safety and security and know that they will not be taken advantage of. And that is my initial goal. And that is what I've always been here for. As a teacher who has taught music to other musicians, it is also important to recognize that the safety comes first from not just students, but women in general. It's just not a safe industry to wander around by yourself. Yeah, I know too much about it. I know too much about the industry not to know the safety and the importance of being safe and secure. So having a space at least run by a few women would be the safety net. I produce, I do photography, I know how to design clothing, I make stuff on occasion. So the studio would be equipped with various types of things. It wouldn't just be music. It would be multiple projects. So people would be hired in different fields, not just music. So that is the goal. I have it written down. I have a proposal. It's talked about on my proposal. I did my master's discussing part of it. I didn't say all of it because I didn't want that paper to be sunk into with the stuff that I'm really working on now. So this is many years of developing the vision. It's not just, oh, it's an idea and it's cool to be a producer. No, it's actually a little bit more intricate than that because I feel as if people think it's cool, but you have to know, if you're wanting to hire people, you have to know more than just production. Sorry to break the news to you folks, but production also requires you, if you're going to be a producer, you have to be the boss. And if you're going to be the boss, you need to understand how to put like budgets together, how to do all these things, how costs are going to take, how much it's going to take to get a stage together. It's everything in one. It's everything in one. So I've done all of that. I've already put projects together. I've had musicians work with me. I've gotten bands together already. It's nothing I don't do. So it's definitely, yeah, this is nothing new for me. So there you have it. And that is why I have my own channel, because I'm working hard to have all the facts together for this particular thing. So yes, I am the boss. I am the boss of this project. I run my own business. So all these parts that you hear here, I actually produced on my own. So the guitar parts is done by me. The beats are done by me. All me, all me, all me. So yes, I am starting a company. I have registered it. I did an exhibition. It was in the it was an article has been done in the Smithsonian. I have done nonprofit organizations. I have worked on a lot of things. I have put shows together. I've worked with students. I've done rehearsals. We've done many, many things over the years. So, you know, if I were 22 or if I were 19, I obviously wouldn't have the know-how or the knowledge to actually put something like this together. I don't recommend this for somebody to start a business in the music industry unless you really know what you're doing, because it's very, very technical. Producing is one thing, but to start an actual business, which is what I've been doing for years, is a whole different store, a whole different ball game, whole different ball game. There's like a whole other side to music, you know. It's one thing to have like a recording studio. It's another thing to put it into the purpose of creating a business. So that's my go-to. I do graphic design, I do photography, I do clothing, I do it all. And like I've shown people on my channel how to do lots of different things. Now it's to bring everything together, do the competition, get out there and participate in being an active person within the field, right? So that's step 2. And I have an injury. My leg is broken permanently. I have a beautiful, beautiful bionic leg now, making it not so easy to be on stage and performing as consistency as, well, on stage performing or whatever it is that I was doing at the time or before. I just can't move things around as fast. So it becomes a little bit interesting when you have a permanent injury. It has a little bit of a different kind of feel to, like, I wouldn't say break a leg on stage. It'd be like a problem. I'd be like, don't break a leg. I've already broken one. You don't have to break one. Trust me, my leg is broken. It's broken. Yeah. So, okay, folks, thank you so much. You got a chance to see me play it. And then another composition I've produced. Yeah. This is also another one piece. People don't realize how important the piano really is. It plays a huge role. I mean, if you listen to the new track Houdini, right? Eminem uses piano all the time. In fact, all the top musicians use piano all the time to make sure that their songs are in sync with other instruments. I really do think the piano is a very important instrument besides the drums. The drums keep the beats, the piano keeps the melody, and everything else intact. Okay, thank you again, folks. Very much appreciate everybody coming in. Now you understand the reason why I'm producing. It's not just production, it's actually a business. And building up a business as a female in not just the music industry, but 3 different areas. So I'm working on 3 different areas. It's not just, you might see me do paintings once in a while, and then another time a garment. So yeah, once you have that together, everything falls into place. Thank you again. Much appreciated. Have a wonderful day, and see you guys in the next one.